Good evening, 3D Church. How are you all doing? How's your week going? Praying you're having an incredible time. Hope you're looking forward to and excited for our fast starting Thursday. So, just a couple of details. I'll do a video today and a video tomorrow. Video today is basically people are asking me, so what do I fast? Well, simply this fasting literally means nil by mouth. So I mean, I don't recommend that you eat nothing for 10 days because your body won't be able to handle that. So what I would suggest is there's different ways of doing it. So one way is what we call the Daniel fast, where we find in Daniel that he refused to eat all the food from the king's table, which was like the steaks, drink the wine and all this. What he wanted instead was fruit, vegetables, and water. And this is kind of where we base the Daniel fast around. So basically, it means cutting out dairy, cutting out meats, cutting out all this kind of thing. Just eating fruit, veg, and drinking water. There's plenty of sites that if you Google Daniel fast, you'll find all different menus. It's actually, it's not as bad as it sounds. So that's one way of doing it. I know a lot of people say, well, hang on, I need to take my medication and I need to take food in order to have my medication. Well, that's fine. So you can do it other ways. You can kind of skip a meal. So maybe have breakfast, skip lunch, dinner, skip your dinner and have your lunch. No, wrong way around. Have breakfast, skip lunch and have a dinner. Or skip your breakfast and then have lunch and dinner. But, just skip a meal. There are other ways of doing it. For some people, social media. That is massive. It's probably harder for some people to commit 10 days of no social media than it is to go 10 days without a steak. So there's that's an option. So basically, I really need to pray about it. But the one thing I want you to remember is the reason why you're doing it, not what are you doing. And the reason we are doing it is to get closer to God. We want to strengthen our relationship. We want to kind of, as Damien so incredibly said on Sunday, is about tuning out all the distractions on the radio channels just so that we can focus on his voice. So whatever way you do it, say you're going to miss the meal, you, instead of having that time where you eat, you take that time in prayer and you read your Bible and you ask God to speak to you. If you're doing a Daniel fast, well, through the day you just pray, you just read before you go to bed. Read a couple of chapters from the Bible, whatever it is. But don't get so caught up on what you're doing. Let the priority be why you're doing it. That has got to be the key to this whole 10 days of prayer and fasting. Why you're doing it. And that obviously is, like I said, we want to get closer to Jesus. If you missed Sunday's service where Damien wrote just an outstanding word around fasting, I suggest that you go back, look at it, ready for Thursday. Oh, one other thing I would suggest is if you are coffee or tea dependent and you're planning on fasting them, you need to right now cut this right down. Like tomorrow, I don't know how many you normally drink but tomorrow you need 1 or 2. And then on Thursday, make sure you got plenty of headache tablets because that caffeine coming out of you is horrendous. Migraines galore. But you know what? After a couple of days, once the migraines have gone, there's just such a clearness in your mind. It's incredible. So I'm going to wrap it up with that. Like I said, watch the preach from Sunday from Damien. Any questions, please just message me. No questions are too far out there. We just want to make sure everybody has an incredible time getting closer to God. So be blessed and we'll see you all soon.